Hey guys, what's up and welcome. It's Matthew here, the hybrid, the best of both worlds. I am a double-edged sword. I am a designer and at the same time I am a developer from South Africa. In this video, I am going to teach you how to create this awesome mobile user interface. Did I design this? No, I am not the one who have designed this. This is the guy who has designed this awesome user interface. These are all of his details should you want him to do something for you. What I usually do, I go on Dribble and look for UI that impressive or at least that I like. So why am I doing that? If you want to learn something, learn it from the best. If you want to learn UI, go to Dribble and look for the best UI and copy those. In doing so, you are not going only to learn Figma skill, but you are going to learn the soft skills, those things that you don't easily just learn. Okay, things like the theme, things like the look and feel. These guys are the professional, they know what they are doing. So without wasting time, let's just jump straight into it. So the first thing that we are going to do, we are going to copy this. Okay, the other thing that is important about this UI, okay, which got my attention, it's already inside a mockup. It's in a cell phone, in a way, in a mobile device. This means that it's not 100% flat. It makes it difficult to copy this. Why am I going to show you something that is difficult to copy? More often than not, clients or customers will come to you with something from the internet that looks exactly like this, and they will tell you, if you can do this for me, I can pay you. Okay, so I want you to get paid. I don't want you to feel like, but this is Q. How am I going to copy it exactly? So in this video, I am going to teach you exactly that. How do you get this? The best way you know how, even though it's skew. Okay, so we are going to copy this message, this image, and then here I've got an empty Figma file. The first thing that you need to do as a best practice, please rename your projects or your file. Okay, let's rename this to, let's go back here. Okay, let's see, Apollo next. Okay, let's just rename this as this name. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, let's rename this as Apollo next. Okay, and we are done. What if maybe when I'm done with this, you might want the Figma file? Please check the link in the description. There's a link to my Substack. Substack is an emailing list for me. So if you join that Substack, automatically you'll receive a welcome email with all the source code for my designing channel and also the Figma file. So now let's paste this first. As you can see, we've got this. So the first thing that we have to do, we have to create a frame. Okay, what is a frame? A frame, it's something like a page on Microsoft Word. Okay, a frame is just like a page. So let's come and click here. As you can see, Figma here gives us a list of possibilities. Okay, do you want to do you want to design for mobile phone? Do you want to design for tablets, desktop presentation? And even you can design for paper, which is A4 and A5. Awesome. Okay, but for us, we want to design for a mobile phone. Here you can choose any device. Okay, you can choose literally any. For us, let's go for Android large. As you can see, guys, we've got this frame, okay, or this page, let's say. And then what I usually do, the background color and the foreground color or my frame color, they are always they look alike. There is no contrast between them. So what I will do, I will click here, any here, okay, in any space on any place here, and then you will see this color, and I will make it dark a little bit, okay, so that I can have a contrast between the two. Okay, cool. And then the next step is to rename your frames. Okay, so let's rename this. You just double click here. I'm assuming this is the main. Okay, this is not the login, this is the main, or let's call it a dashboard, let's say. Okay, let's call this a dashboard. Okay. Okay, let's call this a dashboard. Okay, and then what we are going to do, we are going to crop this image, okay, so that we can have a width and height that is approximately um our um, our frame width and height, okay, for proportion. Okay, it's very important. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click here. First, I'm going to press K so that when I'm scaling this, it can be scaled proportionally. Okay, let me press K, as you can see. Okay, and then I'm going to scale it like this. Okay, as you can see, I'm happy with that. Okay, and then I'm going to press V. As you can see, when you press V, you've got more option here, but when you press K for scaling things, you don't have much option. Scaling, K for scaling helps you to scale things in such a way that you don't change their proportion. Okay, so let's press V. I am happy with this. So what's the next step from here? Okay, number one, we need to create these components as standalone components. Okay, so how are we going to do that? um let's see. Okay, let me just show you something, the best way to do things. Atomic design. Apologies about that. Let me just copy this. Okay, this is a design principle that is very important for you to understand. Okay, let's paste it here. Okay, this is the atomic design principle. What this means, it means that treat your design as atoms, the smallest part. Okay, and then from atom, a group of atom, it creates molecules. A group of molecules, it will create an organism. A group of organism will create a template, and a template will build a page. Okay, this it's a best program, not programming because I'm a programmer as well. It's a best design practice, okay, that helps you to create let's say compound components. What do I mean by compound components? Components that don't look like a cooked food, okay, or a cooked meal. A cooked meal, you cannot some sort of separate it to its own raw form, okay, like reverse engineer it. So meaning that when you design your components like this dashboard, okay, you put everything in one page, meaning that your components are not reusable. Okay, so as you can see in UI, there is always a repeating pattern. As you can see, this and this, they are the same. Okay, but this has got a different icon and this has got a different icon. This and this and this, they are almost like the same, but this has got a background and rounded border and this doesn't have. This lime color component, cut component, and this one, they are the same, but they just differ in terms of colors. So this way of doing things helps you to come up with not only a beautiful or a professional or a presentable UI, but a scalable one, so that when you want to make changes, you can quickly make changes. Client will always be on your neck. Can you please change this? Maybe you've got 50 of these screens. They will tell you, can you please change the color in all of them? Imagine that. So if you design your components in a professional way, in this way, okay, you are not going to struggle. So without wasting time, let's get into that. Okay, let's see what are we going to do. Let's try to create this component first. Okay, so let's do that. So I'm going to introduce you to um, a website that I always use. It's SVG repo. Okay, maybe somebody might ask, why don't you go to maybe here, okay, resource, and then look for plugin and then search for maybe icon plugin here. Okay, these plugins, they work, but most of them, they will want you to pay them, and also they don't have a lot of icon. And I understand, because these guys, they mean business. Okay, so I can expect them to give me everything. Okay, but when you come here, okay, these guys mean business, maybe a different business. And that business model helps people like me who don't have the money to pay these guys. Okay, there's no one who's wrong here. We are not wrong as designers. They are not wrong as these guys. And these ones, they are not wrong. They are just in different business model. accommodating or addressing different needs in the market. They happen that they are bringing you everything. So I like this website. Okay, so let's look for a bell. Let's go back here. Okay, we've got a bell there. Okay, so guys, I'm not going to be in details about everything. Okay, I'm just showing you the skill and how to go about it. Okay, so some other things I will expect you to do them on your own. Okay, meaning that I'm not going to explain everything in detail. So when you get an icon from the SVG repo, you must always zoom in. Okay, this icon is inside another frame. Okay, we always have to double click this so that we can click the actual icon and take it out of this frame. Drag. Okay, check there. Okay, until it snaps out. Now it's out of that frame and we have to delete that frame. Okay, this is the frame and we have to delete it. Okay, so let's check what's the other icon. Okay, my apologies about that. I'm not sure about what icon is this. And remember, as I said, we are not actually copying everything. Okay, we just want I'm just showing you how to go about it. So meaning that we are free to choose any icon. Okay, we are free to choose any icon. Okay, let's go back here and paste this. Okay, I'm going to double click and then I'm going to drag this out of this. Okay. Okay, this tutorial is not going to be that advanced, okay, but it's going to apply the some necessary design principle to help you as a beginner to at least to be able to create this. Okay, cool. So now one might feel like I need a circle, okay, or an eclipse here, and then I will sample this color and then I will take this icon to here. Okay, that's not the best way to go about it. It's not scalable. Okay, so now let's get into the scalable way. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to click this component, okay, or this icon. I'm going to press on Windows Shift A to create an auto layout. As you can see, next time I'm going to show you how to create that manually. Okay, and create an auto layout. An auto layout, it's some sort of a boundary, an invisible boundary, okay, around this component. Okay, it helps us with a lot of things. I will show you. Okay, so how do you know when the auto layout has been applied? If you see this box with all of these dots, that means the auto layout has been applied. So let's scratch this, let's scale this auto layout. As you can see, this is always sticking in this position. Why? It's because of it's inside this auto layout, and this auto layout, it's governing its position. So if we want to change that, we can click center. Okay, these are the benefits of auto layout. I hope you are starting to see why auto layout is important. It will help you to arrange the children, which is the component inside it, okay, in a very efficient and easy to edit way. Okay, you will see more about that as we continue. So I need to take my own layout and give it a color. Okay, let's see, we're on auto layout. Here is the fill. Let's click here and then let's sample this color. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now what we want to do, let me just click this auto layout. Okay, as you can see, we can change this color here, and that's not really what we want. We want to double click here so that we can change this color. Okay, then we are going to, I think this is white. We don't really even need to sample. Okay, this is white. I'm happy with this. Okay, as you can see, we just got this. Then one might feel like, Matthew, this has got four corners and this is a circle. Okay, let's get there now. So this is an auto layout. I'm going to click on the auto layout, and then I'm going to make sure that my auto layout, it's a perfect square, which is 97. In fact, let's just say 90. Okay, to work with some sort of solid numbers. Okay, whole numbers. Okay, as you can see now, this is a square, and then I am going to make these corners rounded. Okay, check here. If I increase this becomes rounded. Okay, if I just let's first type 45 here, which is half of 90. As you can see, if a radius of 45, which is half of the width or half of the height, gives you a perfect circle. As you can see now, we are starting to get in here, but we are getting in here in the best way possible. Okay, you will see it now. So what I want to do, I want to scale this down. Okay, I'm not going to press K at this moment in time because I don't want to scale the icon as well. I just want to scale the outer frame. So I'm just going to click here and scale this down. Okay, scale this down, scale this down. As you can see, I have tempered with the proportion here. Okay, I don't have much problem with that. So what I'm going to do now, since I'm tracing this, okay, I am going to go here and take this rectangle tool. I'm just going to start from here to here. Okay, what I'm trying to do here, I am getting the size of this circle. Okay, um, let's see what is the overall size. It's 51. Okay, cool. Meaning that if we can make this 51 by 51, it's going to be a perfect square and it's going to be the size that we want. We are done, guys. Okay, this is what we are looking for. Okay, cool. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to control copy and paste this, take it in here, and I'm going to crop it. Okay, what I want to do, I want only this part. Okay, click enter. I want only this part so that I can zoom in when I want to. Okay, as you can see, guys. So what I want to do now, let me work on the stroke, okay, which is some sort of a border. Let me work on the stroke. Here is the stroke. Let me add plus there. Let me just show you the stroke. As you can see, that's the color. Then we are going to sample this color, zoom in, and then sample this pixel. Okay, that means we've got that color. I think we are done with this. My apologies with that. I think we are done with this, as you can see. Now, if we would have taken the other route, okay, of creating this, we will have to ungroup things and then take that circle and then put this there. It was going to take some time. So what we are going to do now, we are going to take this component and duplicate it by pressing Control D. As you can see, I've duplicated it. What if maybe I want this to be in here exactly as this one is? The first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to double click this one and check the overall height, which is 18, and I'm going to try to make this 18. As you can see, guys, these are equal. I'm going to change this to white. Okay, and I'm going to take this outside its own frame. I'm not sure if I did that. Let's see, here is it. Let's double click. Okay, let's assume that it's outside of its own frame. Okay, so I'm going to take it and drag it. Check here the importance of auto layout and doing things this way. Boom. As you can see, it's telling me that you can put this on the right or you can put this on the left. Let's just put it on the right. As you can see, it's staying there in what can I say, in the center, in a way, vertically. Okay, as you can see. So now I can click this one and delete it, and then this one is exactly where it's supposed to be. Okay, let me just show you another cool thing about auto layout undo. What if I want to take this to the right? We don't have to ungroup things, move things, shift things. We just have to click this one and press the left arrow. Okay, that means now this one is in this side, and if I want to take this one to this side, apologies about that, then I can just click the arrow. So for now, let's delete this because that's what we want to do. Boom, we've got a component the best way we know how. As I've told you, there is more to design, but if I can offload everything, okay, I will take almost 3 hours, okay, doing one thing. Remember, I assume that you are a beginner, so you want to get the basics, okay? You still want to get the best way to do things, but at the same time, you want to have that feeling of accomplishing or doing something, achieving something, okay? Okay, cool. So let's continue. So what I want to do now, I want to create this component, okay? So how am I going to do that? Let me show you how we are going to do that. We are going to take this, okay? Let's come exactly here on this UI. Okay, let's just create a sample of this. As you can see, this is almost something like that, and we drag this, make sure that this is inside this. As you can see now, it's inside. And then we're going to go to the internet, to a website called Pexels. Apologies about that. The website is different now, okay? It used not to be like this, okay? So I was shocked. I was like, maybe I'm on a wrong website, but this is the website that we want. Let's just type here profile and click enter. And let's just take any profile, guys, okay? Let's just take this one because this one, it's some sort of, it will fit perfectly, okay? Even this one would fit perfectly. Oh, let's just choose another one. Maybe this one, okay? Any, okay? Let's copy this, copy image, and let's go back here. Okay, so in here, while this is selected, let's try to paste it and see. As you can see, guys, boom, this is fitting nicely, exactly there, okay? One other thing that I want you to note, something that I really didn't note with Figma or I didn't understand, since other design applications, they don't really operate that way. Figma operates in a very interesting way. With Figma, you can fill this with a color, okay, the color, but also you can fill it with an image, okay? So when we're pasting this here, that's what we did. The fill is an image, okay? As you can see, we have filled this shape with an image. That gray is gone, okay? Hope you understand that. And then now let's take these guys. My apologies about that. Okay, take these guys, all of them, move them here, and then move this one here, okay? As you can see. And then we've got a text here, okay? Let's just type here coded UI, and that's it, okay? A text is a text, and I believe you can always change it the best way you know how, or however you want, okay? As you can see, guys, we've got the first part, okay? We are done with the first part, which is the top part. We have just created loosely component, okay, or components that could stand on their own. Let's just call these atom. Now let's create molecules, okay? This and this one, as you can see, it's a certain group, okay? Now we can highlight all of them. Can you guess what are we going to use to group them? We're not going to press Control G grouping. We don't want that. We want Shift A. Now let me do this manually. Okay, Shift A, it's adding an auto layout. Okay, let's see. Add an auto layout. Boom, we just got an auto layout. Okay, and then here is the interesting thing about an auto layout. If we feel like this gap is too big, then we can come here on this gap, check here. Okay, auto layout is interesting, so please stick to it and use it as much as you can, abuse it. Okay, so let's see. And then what we want to do, we are done with this one. We want to create also another component. Guess what we're going to do? Shift A, auto layout. Okay, if we feel like this gap is too big, we'll come here to this. Okay, now we have created the atoms. Now we have created molecules. Okay, now let's continue with this. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to highlight all of these. Okay, and then Shift A, auto layout. Make sure that everything is centered, as you can see. And then let me move this up, and then let me just change this color to white. And then I think it's high time that we change this to black. Okay, it's high time we change this background to black. In fact, let's sample this. Okay, as you can see, guys, okay, we are getting there. Okay, let me double click this and make this bold by pressing Control B. Okay, I'm happy with that. Obviously, you can change the size, the text size, according to the way you want. Okay, as I've told you, I'm not going to get into details. I'm just showing you how to go about it. Okay. The other thing that usually happens is your screen and this screen, they are not like the same. Let's say this was an iPhone screen and this is an Android screen. So you need to adjust your sizes according to your screen. Okay, that one I will leave it up to you, okay, to make your changes so that this can look nice in your own screen. Okay, let's bring this to the bottom. Okay, so maybe you might have a question, or you might be like, Matthew, this is sharp corners and this is rounded corners. Okay, this is just my what can I say, my own preference. Okay, it's not a must, it's my own preference. Okay, what I like to do, I don't usually round these corners, or what can I say? Um, you can round them, but if you want, you cannot. Okay, you can round these corners just for how things are going to look, or to help you. Let me make this 50. To help you to have a different look. Okay, but when you take this to a mock-up, okay, when you take this to a mock-up like this, okay, I think I'm going to show you also how to create a mock-up when we are done. Okay, when you take this to a mock-up create this automatically. Okay, imagine if the mockup creates this rounded corner, which looks like it's almost like 50, and yours have got like 20, let's say. Okay, meaning that when this artwork has been fitted in here, let me just show you, make a practical example, because this has to fit in terms of the width and height. Okay, it has to fit. The mockup needs to make sure that it fits it. Okay, and then yours it's like 20. Okay. Okay, so sometimes, I'm not saying all the time, sometimes this will show up, okay, that the radius of the mockup and your radius, they don't really match. Maybe it will reveal a white thingy there. Okay, so what I suggest is when you are done with how your things look and your inspiration, because this at least gives some sort of that inspiration that, okay, this looks like a mobile device. Okay, when you are done with it, you just need to bring it back to 0, so that when you put it inside a mock-up, you don't really have some challenges. I hope you understand that one. So let's get into the second component. This one we are going to leave it as it is for now, because we are going to touch it up later. Okay, let's continue with this background. I don't think this background is 100% black. Okay, even though I would I would have liked to keep it 100% black. Okay, so let me just show you how to add a gradient. Okay, you come here, and then you already got black. And what might be the second color? It looks like to me the second color is this one. Okay, let alone it's not as this strong. Okay, but it's this one. And then what I'm going to do, um let me push it to the dark side. Okay, so what I'm going to do, guys, even with this radius, I'm not going to get it to be exactly as, let me just double click here, you see here. Okay, I've just clicked once. I'm putting another, let's say, what can I say, point there, another node. Okay, as you can see. So just a moment, guys, I just got a disturbance. I'll be back now. Okay, guys, I'm back. My apologies about that. I just left home with the key. Okay, so people were locked inside, so I had to quickly attend that. My apologies about that. So let's continue, guys. Let's keep it going and keep it flowing. Okay, so let's see. Now I'm noticing something here that I can some sort of help you to truly understand the importance of auto layout before we continue. Check here, guys. Let's say now the manager or your boss comes back to say that we need to have an avatar on the right hand side, not on the left. Okay, look at how easy this could be. Okay, you double click here and you press the right arrow. Done. And then you double click here, you press the left arrow. My apologies about that. Just check here, guys. Okay, this is what can I say, the potential or the power of auto layout. Please learn it and use it to your own advantage. Okay, let's just click undo, and then we are done. Cool. And then what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to show you the gradient. Okay, meaning that I'm just going to create my own imitation of this gradient. Okay, it's not going to be too fancy. I trust that you can make a better one than mine. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to change this green. Okay, this green is right where it is. Okay, here there is black. Okay, I think I need another green somewhere here, so I'm just going to click here, this green, and move it to this side. Okay, okay, as you can see, I'm trying to create this green and this green here. Okay, so you can see we're getting there, and then I'm going to move this. Then I'm going to take the whole thing and scratch it like the whole thing like this. Okay, something like this. Okay, then I'm going to put another one here and then move this one here. Okay, as you can see, guys, I'm just creating some sort of shades here. Okay, and then what I want to do, I want to double click where, let's see. Okay, okay, let me just scratch this one to make it a little bit. Okay, as you can see, guys, something like this. Okay, I know you can play around with this and come up with a better version of this than mine. Okay, as you can see. Okay, let's check this one. Should feather something like this, guys. Okay, and then let's take that black one. So now I will need a complete black. Okay, let me put another one here. Okay, to create this some sort of black area. Okay, this one, this black area. Okay, push this one here, stretch it a little bit. Apologies about that. So I think I'm happy with this. Okay, I think I'm happy with this. Okay, I'm happy with this. Okay, obviously, as I've said, it's not going to be 100%, but we are just creating something like it. Okay, doesn't have to be 100%, guys. Okay, something like this. Okay, then make this one a little black. Okay, so that you can notice where the other one starts and the other one ends. Double click. So guys, I'm happy with it, as you can see. So gradients are very important. Okay, they help to bring that look and feel. Okay, that effect where somebody cannot really tell why your user interface is awesome, but they just feel like this is the best. Okay, so it's because of the coloring technique. It's not like solid black and solid white, but there are some shades. Okay, okay, cool. Now let's continue, guys. Okay, so now we are here. Okay, we want to create this. Let's see how are we going to do this. So first of all, we need to create this component. Okay, this one. Okay, and then this one is going to be the same as this one, but without the color. Okay, and this one is going to be the same as this one, but without the color. As you can see, guys, that will be the technique. And can this be a container, sorry, a layout? Okay, I think this can be a layout. Okay, so that when we want this to be here, we can just click here and press the left arrow, and then these will move. Okay, I hope you got the idea, guys. So let's continue. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let me just duplicate this, Control D, and then take it out of this flow. Okay, just like that, Control B to make it normal, not bold. Okay, let's appear diet. Okay, what are we going to do, guys? Shift A, auto layout. Okay, as you can see, we've got the auto layout there. And then let's go here, change the color. Okay, and then let's go here and then change this. Let's just sample this color. Okay, and then from there, let's just make this the width. Okay, and then let's go here. What is the height? Not the, is this, are we going to take the width or the height? Let me think, guys. Let me think. Let's just take 45. Okay, which is half of the width. Okay, as you can see, we get a radius. Okay, a perfect radius there. Okay, I am happy with this. Let's see if this could be bold by pressing Control B. I'm happy with this. Okay, I'm happy with this. Now what I want to do, I want to duplicate this. Control C, Control V, as you can see, guys. So what I want to do, I want to click this one and click this one, Shift A, put all these guys in an auto layout. Okay, now we've got two of them. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on this one, on this guy, and I'm going to, what can I say? Let's make this 0, okay, which is the transparency. Which is the transparency, right? Meaning that the background color is 0, but the text is still there. Let's change the text color to white. Okay, as you can see, why are we doing this? Okay, What if maybe this one needs to have this color and this one doesn't have to have it? So that container needs to be there so that we can just come here and just increase this to 100. And that's it. Okay. It will make our lives easier. And then we're going to take this one and duplicate it. This one and duplicate it. As you can see, guys, because of this is inside the auto layout, it makes our life easier. Okay, as you can see. So here we can just change this to exercises, and then this one to stats. Okay. Okay, as you can see, guys, what if maybe we want to bring this one to this side? We click here, right click, as you can see. Okay, so this is the importance of the auto layout. Now we need to create this. Okay, so let's check. Do we have an auto layout here? Yes. Okay, let me test something. Okay, first of all, let me center everything, as you can see. Okay, and then let me just give it a color, guys, just to make sure. Okay, because I want to make sure that I'm doing exactly what I want to do. Yes, as you can see. So let's just give it any color, and then let's give it a border radius of 45. I'm making sure that we are some sort of copying this as it is. Okay, as you can see, this there's some sort of a little bit of a distance there. Okay, I think we can achieve that with padding. Okay, in this layout we create a little bit of padding. Let's quickly do that. Where is the padding? Where is the padding? Let's see, check here. What is this? Horizontal padding, and this one vertical padding. So can't I put one here? Okay, and also put one here, as you can see, guys. Okay, now we are getting some certain distance. Okay, we just have to use our own discretion and our own um eyes to see if is this giving us what we want. So let's go on, and we want a stroke. Okay, we want a stroke. Let's zoom in, and then let's come and check here. We want this color. Okay, as you can see. So now, okay, cool. Now what we want to do, we want to remove this color. Okay, as you can see. So that what is this? That padding of 1 1 is not enough. So this means that we might as well go where? Here. Let's make it 2 and see. Okay, this is 22, guys. It's a mistake. I want 2. Okay, as you can see, guys, 2 will give us that. That means if we can put 2 as well here. Okay, I'm happy with this. Okay, I'm happy with this. I think here this is visible. The gap is visible from a distance, but with us, it's not visible from a distance. Okay, guys, please allow me to try a gap of 3. Okay, please, guys, allow me to try a gap of 3. As you can see, this is awesome, much better. Okay, so as you can see, guys, there is a certain way to go about it. Okay, to go about things. So if you want to be at least a better designer, try to learn all these things. Okay, um my best advice is to listen to the guys who just show you how things work. Okay, we don't really explain much, but at the same time, please subscribe to those channels where there is a bit of a theory. Okay, because that's where you get the essence of how to go about things. Okay, don't only consume the speedy design, okay, where there's a background and a quick. Those works, believe me, but at the same time also try to follow the theory and concepts. Okay, so as you can see, guys, we're getting there. So now we've got we can say we've got 2 molecules. Okay, we've got this one and this one, and then now let's see what we can do. We've got this one. Okay, cool. I think what I can do, let me just take this and put it here, and then always make a copy from. The reason why I'm doing that, I just want to bring consistency in terms of the fonts and at the same time the size. Okay, now let's do this. Today's diet. Today's diet. Okay, Let's make this a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger. Okay, okay, okay. So you can see, and then duplicate this, Control D, and then 2.500 KCAL. Okay, to be honest, I wish I can know what that is. Okay, I'm not sure. Since this is a fitness thing, let me just think these are um calories. I don't know. Okay, I don't know, guys. If you know what that is, you can help me. Okay, maybe after this, I just have to do my research to know what that means. Okay. Okay, I'm used to physics units, kgs, kj, okay, kilojoules, but this one, don't know. Okay, let's continue. Let's scale this up so that this can be a little bit bigger. Okay, scaling, as you can see, I'm happy with that. So I'm going to take this guy. This one is not part of the design. I'm going to take this guy and Shift A, guys. As you can see, we are really making use of press V so that I can have more option, making use of an auto layout. Okay, as you can see. So what I want to do, let me just click here. Nope, this one. Why I can't increase the gap between these guys? Let's see. This is what I want to do. I don't know why it was not happening before. Okay. Okay, I'm happy with that. As you can see, guys, we are getting there. Let's get into this one. Let's see. Okay, what I want to check is this gap, how big this gap is. Okay, let's see how big this gap is. Okay. Let's come here. Here we have to think. Okay, we really have to think. How are we going to go about it? The first step is to create this radius. Check. You can click here, make this radius. I'm happy with this. Obviously, guys, this is not going to be exactly this one. Okay, I trust that after you have seen the technique, you will be able to some sort of create your own one. Okay, I trust that you will do that. Okay, so this is the first thing that we have to do. Okay, I'm happy with this. And then the other thing that we have to do is what? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. What we want to do again is to copy and paste this. Okay. Okay, is to have this. Okay. So let's see what we can do here. Now, what I want to do, I want this guy, okay, to not to be 100% straight. I don't think this is 100% straight. Let's check. Okay, I don't think this is 100% straight. This is skew a little bit, as you can see. This is some sort of, it's a curve, okay, some sort of a curve. So let's try that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this guy, double click, as you can see. So when I'm double clicking here, this opens up, and then I am going to drag it, but at the same time I'm going to press shift, making sure that it doesn't, what can I say, it doesn't move like this. Okay, it moves straight. Okay, press shift, move it. I'm happy with this. Okay, I'm happy with this. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to, let me be clever. Okay, I don't need this one. Okay, I'm not going to delete it, but I don't think I'm going to need it because I was going to create this illusion. Okay, or something like this. You see, this, and then it goes like this, and then it make this S shape. But this, as you can see, I will make it, I only have to scratch it so that it can look like this one. But I'm a designer, I like shortcuts. Let's see if the shortcuts can work. Control C, Control V. Okay, and then I've got this. Let me just change it the color. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip this by pressing Control Shift H, not Control, sorry, Shift H, as you can see. And then I want to still flip it vertically, Shift V. Okay, cool. Now this is some sort of an exact copy of this one. Let me make sure they are aligned top, all of them, by clicking here. That means these are exact in the same line. Now, if I put this next to this one, I think it's going to give me the effect that I want. Check here, guys. We've got this line going here up until it gets in here, and it moves like this, and it gets in here, and it's smooth, okay, 100%, because this is some sort of a reflection of the other. So I didn't create this on my own where there would be some inconsistencies, okay. And I know at the moment things don't seem to be clear, okay. It's like you really don't understand where we are going. Don't mind, guys, I will take you there. So what I want to do, let me just give you an idea. The only thing that I want to do here is just part is to create this curve, okay. I'm just creating this curve, and that's it, okay. I'm just creating that curve. And then what I want to do now, let's see. I need, let me just give you let me just show you, okay, visually what I'm trying to do. Let me make this to be this color. Check here, guys. Okay, this is on top. I don't want this. Let me highlight this one and right click and bring it to the front. Next time I'm going to use a shortcut. As you can see, you just click this left square bracket or the right square bracket, okay. That means these two guys, they are on top, okay. Can you see that this shape it's starting to come out, okay, as you can see, more especially if we make this black, okay, as you can see, okay. So what we can do now, we can take this one, okay, trying to make this to look exactly like this one, okay. As you can see, this is more curvy, this one is more sharp, okay. So do I still have a chance of playing around with the border radius? Let's try and see, okay. But I think so. Let's see, this is 5. Yes, it's working. 8. I think 10 will work for us. Okay, as you can see now, this is a little bit curvy, but not this one, the black one. Let's go and make 10 even here on the black one. As you can see, now this is much better. This is looking more or less like this. If not, I believe, guys, you can make this, okay? The height of it, is it important? The height, let's make it, let's see. I think the height is important, okay? I think the height is important, okay? So let's do this from the get-go. Let's take this height, okay, from the get-go. Okay, let's see. Obviously, we have to somewhat delete this, okay. Let's go back here, change this color. Happy with that. Let's make sure that the height of this is somewhat 31. Okay, the height must be 31, as you can see. Now, because of the height of this is 31, okay, our radius is too much. Let's try 8. Okay, let's say 7 or even 6. Okay, I'm happy with this. Okay, as you can see, guys, you can do it your own way. CV, just like the way we did before. We said this is going to be this color, remember. And then for now, let's leave it like that for now. Okay, and then let's press Shift H and Shift V. Okay, take this, make sure that we click this one and shift click this one, align them top, and then move this to here. 100%. I think I'm happy with this. And then we can change this to this color, this one. We can change this to this color. Happy with that. And then we can change this to black. Okay, as you can see, guys, I think now the height is exactly what we want. Okay, as you can see, it's much better. Okay, you can work around on your radiuses here the way you want. Now that we are done with this, what do we want to do? Okay, this is what we want to do. Okay, we want to create this block, the red block, okay, so that it can be one shape. Okay, I hope you do get that one. Now what we want to do, we want to take um let's see, we want to take the red block and the other red block, we want to weld them. Okay, let's make a union section. Okay, to make them one thing. Okay, as you can see, and then we've got that black one which is here. Let's bring it to the front by pressing the right square bracket, as you can see. So what we want to do, we want to take the red one, okay, and the okay, let's change this to a certain color so that we can see if the effect that we want happens the way we want. Okay, we want the shape that is on the background. As you can see, this shape ends, or it cuts here, or it turns here, as you can see. So we want the red color, and also with the lime or yellow one, and then we want to come here, we want to subtract them. Okay, we wish to, on the red one, we subtract the yellow one, as you can see, guys. Boom. Okay, now it looks like even if we can have this check there, it appears it's one shape now. Okay, this is what we wanted. Okay, we wanted this curve. Okay, I hope you're learning something, guys. If you do, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. In case you might want to learn um software development, because I'm a developer as well, I develop apps. Okay, if you might want to learn how I create these interfaces, convert them to apps, please just check my coded design. Okay, this is my channel, coded design. This is where I teach people how to code the application. So if you check here, I've got some UIs that I did here at Coded UI, such as these ones. Okay, here I'm showing you how to create even this one. I'm showing you how to create the mobile version of it using React Native. Okay, in case you might want to support us, you can go to Udemy and search Matthew Msinga T, and this is my course. Okay, the React Next.js with Shed CN. Okay, what is interesting about this course, this course starts from Figma. Okay, and also the preview of all the Figma tutorial is free. So this means that you can come here. This is the course, and the UI design on Figma, it's still available for preview, meaning that you can have a lot here. Check here. From one, okay, from module 1 up to module 8, it's for free. Okay, and also I cover a lot of things. Okay, the only things that are for not for free, it starts from here. Okay, on API call. So please come and check here and learn. Okay, for free. Okay, learn the design of this. Okay. Okay, cool. Next, if you might want to contact me and you want me to teach you, I've got a 12-hour coaching course. You can first schedule a free hour discovery call where you can ask me anything that you want to ask me, and I will teach you. So I've got students from different places. Okay, US, Japan, and all other places. Okay, Germany, you name them. So I meet with them regularly, but this discovery call is for free. Okay, I can teach you everything from design to development. Okay, so enough about that. Let's get back to business. Okay, so as you can see, guys, we are done with this. Okay, cool. Now we are not really done yet. Okay, let me tell you why. These shapes, okay, they are still what can I say, they are still shapes, they are still there, they are not glued together. Okay, we didn't manage to weld these like 100%. Okay, they are working, because as you can see, this is how they are. But if you can double click on them, for instance, let's double click here, double click here. As you can see, I can move this shape. Check here, this is not what we want. Okay, even though it looks like the shape that we were using to cut is not there like this. Okay, but it's still there. Let's double click. Okay, let's double click here, double click here. Let's see. Okay, the one that we were subtracting on, it's a pity that I cannot highlight it. I think it's this one. Let's see. As you can see, okay, it's still there even though you don't see it. Okay, it's still there. So we don't really want that, but let's be clever. Okay, going to teach you something that is very useful. It's not a design tip. I think it's a life tip in general. Okay, you need to have backups. We need to back up this shape, because we are about to cook it to make raw food. Okay, like raw cooked meal. Remember, a raw cooked meal, it's irreversible. You can't reverse it. Okay, cool. So we want to always keep a copy of this. Should we feel like we need to make some adjustments, okay, maybe when we are done with it, maybe we might feel like, no, this rounding is not what we want, we can always go back to here and make those changes. Okay, so now we are going to take this and create and weld it so that it can blend and become a solid. Can a meal be solid? I'm not sure, you can help me. Okay, English is not my mother tongue. Okay, let's say a delicious meal. Okay, a delicious meal. Okay, because I don't think a meal can be solid. Okay, no, no, no. Okay, so if I want to use the word solid, let me use solid shape. Okay, cool. So as I've told you that we can still double click and move these guys. I don't want that. Okay, so let me click on this. Okay, and then let me right click on it. Also, let me show you another way that these are still shapes. Check here, guys. Okay, this is a shape. I can still deactivate it, as you can see. Now it's there. Deactivate it. Now it's there, as you can see. So we don't want this. We want this to be one solid shape. Okay, cool. Let's right click. And I forgot now the command, but I just have to look here and maybe I will remember. Okay, I don't really memorize things, guys. Okay, believe me, I don't really memorize things. When I open a Figma file, I always open it with a blank mind. Okay, I don't really have some things maybe running on my background. I also learn as I'm going, and I go with the flow. If for some reason I might feel like I want to do something else in the midst of this tutorial, I let it go. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to weld these, but for now I just forgot what is that name. Let me think in terms of Figma, because in other graphic design programs like for instance in CorelDRAW it's welding. I forgot it in Photoshop and Illustrator. So these, they just got some different terms, but it means one thing. Okay, or in CorelDRAW it's convert to curves. So let's just quickly read here, guys. Okay, I think this is supposed to be here. Flatten. Okay, flatten. Okay, in Photoshop you can even flatten an image. Okay, that's a story for another day. Okay, let's flatten this and see. So I want you to observe here. Okay, want you to observe here. Okay, so please don't be caught up in terms. Okay, don't be that guy who boasts with terms. Maybe you want to show us that you went to university, you speak in bombastic words. Don't do that, guys. Just focus on delivering. Okay, so let's flatten this. Please check there. As you can see, now the name of this shape is subtract. Let's click on it. As you can see, it looks like it's one file, guys. Okay, as you can see. Okay, it's not a lot of things. Let's check on the colors. As you can see, it's only one color, meaning that now we can sample this color. Okay, let's double click on it and check on its own curves. Okay, let's double click on it. As you can see, guys, now it looks like it's one file. Check here. Let me menu change this because this is a minor thing. Okay, check here, guys. Okay, now it's one file, one shape. Okay, what if we feel like we want to make changes? We cannot make changes the same way we used to. Okay, for instance, now here a lot can go wrong. Okay, you might edit this and feel like, nah, this is wrong. That's why we're keeping a backup, but I'm happy with this. Okay, now let's go to here. Okay, I think what I want from here, it's the width necessarily. Okay, even though we might change it. Okay, but I'm just looking for the width. Let's see. It looks like it can work. Okay, these screens are almost like the same. Okay, check here, guys. Okay, I want also the width of what, let me see, based on this shape, I want the width of the top part, this one. Okay, this one. Let's check that, measure that. Okay, so I'm giving you the technique. Okay, let's just take it from here. I'm just trying to give you the techniques here. Okay, on how to go about it. Okay, creating, like, I'm not sure, custom shapes. Okay, so as you can see, this opening, this one starting from here. Okay, it starts from here and it ends here. So how are we going to do it? Let's click on this one, Control C, Control V. Okay, let's give it a different color so that you can see what's going on. Okay, let's just give it a bright color, guys. Okay, we don't have to use dim colors. We want our future to be bright. Okay, so let's press Shift H. Okay, I hope you do get what I'm trying to do. Okay, I think you've got an idea. So this has to end somewhere here, as you can see. Okay, not exact, but something like it. Now we need things to be precise. Remember, we are professional. How are we going to make things to be precise? We need to click this one. As you can see, there's an overlap there, and click this one and align them according to the bottom, okay, the edges. Okay, as you can see, if we do that, everything will align exactly. Okay, remember, it's a bad way of doing things if you are going to do this side and then do this side at the same time. Okay, because in the end of the day, this needs to be a mirror image. This needs to be exactly like this one. So what's the best way to go about it? Just copy this one and make a reflection. Okay, exactly as I did. Now I'm sure as on the right, no, I'm wrong. As on the left, so as the right. Okay, let's continue, guys. Okay, I think now I am ready to flatten these guys. First of all, let me weld them. Let's see, make a union. As you can see, maybe obviously these shapes are not welded together, they are not flat. Let's flatten this selection. Now this is one thing. Okay, at the same time, let's undo before we make it one thing. Okay, habit of backing things up, you never know. The boss might come and tell you, please move this closer, and then you just have to double click here and move it like this. Okay, pressing shift at the same time. So if we don't have a backup, we might lose. So we've got the backup there. And then the other thing that I want to tell you is that maybe you might ask, how do you know these things? How do you know these things? Okay, this is not a UI skill. Okay, this is not a user interface design skill. This is a graphic design skill. Okay, working with shapes. It doesn't matter the platform. I learned most of this on CorelDRAW because I was a print designer. Okay, I started in printing. Okay, designing for printing, not necessarily digital. Okay, so this is a design skill, more especially working with shapes. Okay, blending shapes. Here on Figma, I just have to learn the terms. Okay, what do they call welding? Here, for instance, CorelDRAW, it's welding. Here, it's flattening, and that is it. Okay, so I hope you get that one. And then now, what are we going to do? We are going to use this guy. Okay, let's take this to the front by pressing a square bracket, the right one. And now we need to make sure that this guy and this guy, okay, they are perfectly centered. Okay, perfectly centered. This is not what I want. Okay, I want this guy and this guy to be perfectly centered. I'm happy with this, as you can see. So now we are trying to achieve this because I believe this is exactly in the center. So that's how this, and then we're going to take this guy and this guy again. Make sure we align them according to the top. Okay, align top. Excuse me, my apologies about that. Okay, so as you can see, guys, we are getting there. Okay, now we have a different problem to solve again. Okay, so what we want to do now, we are interested in this shape. Okay, this one, not this one necessarily. Or maybe I can be clever, guys. Okay, there are many ways to do this thing. As I've told you that I don't open my Figma and have a plan. Okay, I maneuver. Okay, let's see what's the best way to do this. Okay, check here, guys. What if we can first of all work on the radius and be happy with the radius? Okay, for instance, something like this. The radius of this. Okay, let's make it. Okay, obviously, guys, you can make it perfect. I trust that you can. Okay, still it's not that big. Let's pump it a little bit. Heavy. Okay, this is somewhat there. Okay, as you can see, guys, I'm happy with this. Okay, meaning that if I can convert this or flatten it, I don't have any other responsibility to come and make the radius. Okay, in case when you flatten it, let's say that capability, that feature won't be there. In other design program, that happens. Okay, when students will flatten something, the capability is not there because it's no longer a shape now, it's a curve or a path. Okay, I hope you do get that. So what if then after I'm done with this, I can double click on this. As you can see, this gives me a chance to edit it. Check here. I'm going to put a dot here. Okay, sorry. Okay, even if I can do it here. Okay, I want a dot, something like this, a node. Okay, It looks like I have forgotten how to add a node on Figma. Okay, that's not much of a problem. Let me make sure that I've selected this. Okay, I'm going to take a pen and I'm going to put two nodes here. Okay, I want the first one here. Okay, as you can see, it allows me to start a new thing. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to press Control and press Control and what? Okay, let me not even press Control. Let me just come here and choose a different tool. Okay, this will stay here as a dot. Okay, that I can maneuver. At the moment, I don't have a better way to do this. Okay, remember I told you I'm not a Figma specialist, I'm a designer. Okay, I just make use of my design principle and techniques. I think you can also use that too. Learn the design. Okay, learn the design so that you can apply it anywhere on a poster and whatever. So when it comes to Figma, I don't have a better way to add this node, but I believe there is. Okay, if you know how to do it without this way, please share it with me. Okay, or make paste a link to a tutorial. Okay, so as you can see, I'm trying to create this node here. So let's see what is the other way of escaping this besides pressing there. Let's just press escape. I've learned a new thing. I really didn't know this. Okay, so fiddling works. Okay, so as you can see, guys, now I can add some nodes. Okay, and then press escape. Okay, cool. I've added two nodes there. Even here I wanted two nodes. Okay, and I'm done. Let's check if it's working. Okay, can I hold this node? Looks like, and take it down. Awesome, guys. I've just learned a new thing here from fiddling. Cool. I hope you're also learning. If you do, don't forget to subscribe. So I'm going to take these nodes, as you can see, and push them here. This is almost like what we want, guys, as you can see, and we did it in a very simple and an easy way. Okay, cool. Now the problem that we have, these guys, they are tampering with this. Okay, we just need to push them in a little bit. Okay, let's see. I was still rolling because sometimes I forgot to press record. Okay, cool. Let me just double click here, guys, until I find all these nodes. What I'm going to do, I'm going to highlight all of these nodes, click on one of them, press shift so that I can drag them nicely, as you can see. Boom. Okay, anywhere here it will work. Double click here. It looks like this has not been welded yet. As you can see, these are different shapes. Okay, no problem. Okay, do I have a copy of this? Yes, I have. Yes. Okay, here's the copy. Cool. And then we're going to highlight all of these and then move them like this. Anywhere here will work. Cool. Now for simplicity, let me click on this. Okay, and then I'm just going to first make a union and then flatten it so that it can be one file. Okay, so what we need to do now, we need this and this. Okay, this and this. Let's make sure we center them. As you can see, this moved a little bit. Okay, meaning that it was not on the center. Okay, accuracy and preciseness is very important as a designer. Let me tell you why. Let's say you are designing a billboard. This might not matter on your screen, but if we're looking at, let's say, 10-meter by 50-meter billboard, the eye could detect it that the designer has got it wrong. Okay, so it's very important to make sure that your designs are accurate. And at the same time, let's align this to the top. Okay, cool. Now we can take this and make a union. Boom. As you can see, guys, we've got this shape. Okay, we've just got this shape, and then what we want to do, we want to flatten it so that it can be like one file. Okay, happy with this. Obviously this is not 100% flat. Okay, if this was flat, we were going to come here and some sort of make something like this. Okay, but as you can see, it's somewhat there, but this is not flat, so it's Q, so obviously we won't be able to see that. Okay, now the other thing that I want, okay, the other thing that I want, I'm going to give you a tip as well. Okay, on the next thing that we are going to do. I don't think I need this. I don't think I need this. Okay, did you manage to create a layout here? Yes. Okay, cool. Now let's get into this part. Okay, into this part. Okay, I would rather suggest when you are creating user interfaces, okay, there are those cool effects, okay, that are cool, but they don't work for production. Okay. Let me go here and make another example for you. Okay. Remember, please guys, go and support this guy. We are just sampling his own work. So this is an awesome work. Okay. So let me search here for Morphic. I will show you things that you don't have to fall a trap into. Okay. Let me check a moment. You see, these are very cool. Okay. Maybe clients will like you for this. Okay. This is cool. Okay. This is cool. Okay. I want specifically a mobile one. Okay. This is cool, as you can see. Okay. But when it comes to production, these are a mission and a half to accomplish. Okay. Very close to impossible. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's 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 not necessary. Okay, because now the developer needs to go out of his own way, okay, in creating this, and this might affect the performance of the app. Okay, because maybe he has got to install a different package to do this and then a different package to do this. He might get it right, but he might get it at a cost, sacrificing performance. So what's the point, Matthew? This is what I'm trying to say. Okay, this part, these dots, I am going to just show you how you can go about them. Okay, but I will not suggest to put them, okay, in your design. Okay, it's just those very small details. Not necessarily they are small, okay, because maybe they might be small but playing a big role. Let's say this is part of the brand identity, but adding them in development, okay, it's an unnecessary cost to the production, not necessarily the developer. Okay, we are not saying the developer is not skilled, but I'm trying to say it's too much. It will cost the app. Okay, because it's either you add this as a PNG alone and then you compose and do your own thing, or you end this as a PNG. Remember, the more you make use of pictures, your app bundle size becomes bigger, of which that's not supposed to happen. Because let's say I want to install your app on Android and it's too big, that might be a factor. So I'm saying adding this as an SVG also, there is a lot of art that the developer has to go through in order to get into this. Maybe the developer might be skilled, okay, but your bundle size, your app bundle size becomes bigger. So for me, I would say stick to simple things, okay. Even you can communicate to your client what are the reason why you are not going to make fancy things. Okay, even this one, this shape, it's a manageable cost, but it's not as easy. Maybe some people, they don't know how to do it, but at least with me I can. But it's a cost. Okay, so enough about that. So let's see how can we do this. So what I'm going to do here, obviously I'm just going to rush this step. Okay, because what can I say, as I've told you that if I was designing this application, I was not going to use it. So let's use a pen tool. This is a pen tool. Okay, so a pen tool, you use it to draw custom shapes. So what we are going to do here, I think based on what I see, even though I cannot see properly, okay, these looks like stones to me. Okay, looks like stone effect. Okay, okay, let me delete this one, my apologies, and then let me just make this a solid shape so that I can make copy and paste. Okay, okay, and then let me just make the other thing to make things random. The other technique is just to do some rotations. Okay, that's the other technique. Control paste, and then let's change the actual shape. Double click, move this something like this, and then double click, move this. Okay, make it a different shape. Okay, at least it must be like a stone. Okay, I'm done at least with these different shapes. Okay, even though I don't really like this one. Okay, why I am here? I don't think this is what I want. Okay, this one is too sharp. Okay, this is too sharp. I think this is much better. Okay, so let me Control C and press V 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm just going to take this, press Shift, make it smaller. As you can see, take this one, press Shift, make it a little bit smaller, and also try to randomize things. Okay, take this, make it smaller, and try to randomize things. Okay, so as I've told you guys, I am not going to make all of this as in 100%. Okay, I'm not going to make this as in 100. I'm just giving you an idea how would you go about it. Okay. Okay, I think you also can use your own CVVV. You can also use your own discretion and your own art, okay, to create this. Maybe even you can create different shapes of stones and I trust that you can do something different and something awesome than what I'm going to do here. Okay. Okay, let me press shift here, shift here, shift here. Can't I have this closer to each other? Okay, let me click on this one, you see. It looks like these are these guys. These from here. Okay, this is all of these, and then I'm going to press Ctrl G to group them, as you can see. So I'm just going to take this. Okay, take this to here. Okay, and then I'm just going to make these. I'm going to press K and make these bigger. Okay, I'm not going to make these smaller as they are here. Okay, because I'm just giving you an example, guys. Okay. And then what I'm going to do, let's see, what am I going to do? Okay. Okay, what I'm going to do now, I need transparency. Okay, let me press V. And then let me click on the color so that I can get an adjustable transparency. Okay, that's it. Okay, as you can see, guys. Okay, obviously, this needs to be a component on its own. Okay, because now, as you can see, it overlaps. Okay, if this background color was white, this was going to show there. So we need to clip this using this shape. Okay, let me Control C, Control V. That means we've got another shape here. Okay, let me show you this one. Okay, we've got another shape there. So now what I want to do, I want this shape and this one, and then I want to subtract them. Let's see what will happen. Okay, as you can see, the subtraction is there, but it happened like I think the opposite way. Okay, not the way in which we want, but let's just move this and check. As you can see, it happened like the opposite way. This is not what we really want. Okay, so let's see how are we going to achieve this, because we want this and this, and then let's see what are we going to do. Is it intersect? Let's try this one to see. Okay, okay, what we can do, guys, let's do whatever that we want to do somewhere here. Okay, let me copy and paste. Let's do whatever I want to do here outside. Okay, so that here we can easily see if what we want is like happening the way we want. Let's try to exclude. Yeah, I think exclude it's somewhat like it. Let's check. Okay, let's see. Still it's not, no, still it's not what you want, guys. Okay, let's check another one, the last one. Intersect, it was not it. Exclude, subtract. Why it looks like this is challenging me now. Let's see. Okay, okay. This is what we should have done, guys. Okay, sometimes we complicate things. Okay, look at how simple this is. You see, you see, this is the only part that we have to deal with. We double click this shape, we move this guy here just to shadow this guy. That means now that guy is not there. Okay, this guy is not here. However, we can be more accurate. Remember, we've learned something. Now let's click here, press escape, click here, press escape, and then let's take this and move this, something like this. Okay, we are just covering this guy, and then let's remove this guy. Okay, the yellow guy, we don't need him. We click this one, all of these two guys, and then let's subtract them. Sorry, that means there is a problem with the group. Is this grouped? Yes. Okay, this is a group. Yes. Okay, what can I do? Can I, in this group, first make it one thing by flattening them? Okay, just to make sure it's one thing, and then click this one, and then let's subtract. As you can see, guys, we've just subtracted this part from there. Makes our life easier. We can delete this one, let's say, excuse me, and then take this one here and move it here. As you can see, guys, we can put it anywhere here. Okay, as you can see, guys, okay, this is much better. I'm happy with this. Okay, I hope you have learned something. And then what we are going to do now, we are going to copy and paste this. Okay, what's the state of affairs here? Okay, let's click this one and this one. Let's control, or let's group it so that it can be not ungroup. My apologies about that. Okay, so when I'm ungrouping, it looks like this guy comes back. Okay, the subtract is still there, as you can see, guys. So now we need to flatten it. Okay, so that it cannot be there. We don't want it. Okay, thanks to that ungroup mistake. And then we're going to click this one and click this one and group them. Control G. Where is Control G? Here is it. Group selection. This is one item. Okay, one item. And then what we are going to do, the rest of what we will do now is somewhat the same. Okay, it's like now we will repeat ourselves. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, now I'm going to try to be not necessarily a little bit lazy, but a little bit faster, because I think I have taught you like the most part of this. Okay, so I need this color. Let me just choose any color here, something like this, and Control B. Okay, let's just leave this coded design here. We don't really have to. Okay, let's just make sure that this and this, they are centered. Okay, this text is on the center. I'm happy with this. And then let's copy and paste this, as you can see, guys. Okay, this is at the back. Let me press a square bracket, square bracket, the right one, and then let's 256, and then K. Okay, as you can see, I'm happy with this. Then what we can do, we can even copy and paste this one, put it here, right square bracket, and then control press V. Okay, and then sample this color. Okay, car. Okay, and then let's go back to our, let me just make this smaller a little bit. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to select this one and this one, Shift A. Okay, make sure press V so that I can have this, make sure this is centered. And what about the space? Minus a little bit. Okay, as you can see, guys, I'm happy with that, but this has to be at the bottom like this a little bit. Okay, and what else? It looks like this and this, they're the same, but the size is not the same. Control CV, copy and paste that, and then we come here, we'll press K. Okay, make it small a little bit. Okay, avocado, fig. Okay, and then smoothie, small letters. Okay, okay, as you can see, now I think let's click on this auto layout, increase this. We're happy with that. Then looks like this is bold. Control B, and then let's click on this auto layout and align things differently. Okay, as you can see, let's align this. Happy with that. And then let's change the color there. Let's just make use of transparency. Okay, as I've told you guys now, this is more like a repeat, guys. I don't think there's something new I will teach you now. If there is, it's not going to be what can I say, something to write a story about. Okay, it's something that I believe you can even figure it out yourself. Shift A. Okay, as you can see now, press V. Okay, let's align this center. Okay, here I think this has been aligned top. So let's align top also as well. Okay, align top. As you can see, our top doesn't really align simply because one of these guys, what can I say? It's not something like this. It has got an extra space there. Okay, so now the align top works. Okay, so let's take this all. Okay, I want to take this down, something like this. Okay, I'm happy with that. And then as you can see, guys, this component is exactly this one. Okay, copy this. And then we take this out of this, come here, right square bracket, and then change the color to dark. Somewhat happy with that. Let's make it a little bit darker because it's going to be white. Okay. And then let's make this smaller. As you can see, guys, now we are just reusing things. Okay. CV. Okay. Then shift. Make an auto layout to make sure everything is centered. And then let's just duplicate this CV. Since it's an auto layout, it will fit there nicely. Okay, nope, I want the auto layout. Yes, that's what I want. As you can see, guys, okay. I believe you can make some adjustment, change the name. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click this one and this one, make auto layout. Make sure everything is centered, as you can see. Okay, lift this up a little bit. Okay, I'm happy with this. Okay, I will rely on you guys to change the names. Okay, and then I'm going to click this and click this one and click this guy. I'm going to press Ctrl G, and then I'm going to press Ctrl C, Ctrl V, take this one down. And then what I'm going to do, in fact, what you can do, you can also click the grouped object. This is supposed to give us all the colors. Okay, let's double click again. Okay, so it's giving us this one color. I thought it was going to give me all the colors. Okay, and then guys, you can come here and change this to 90. Okay, as you wish. I trust that you can make all the other adjustments. Okay, we are not going to do this one. As you can see, it's going to be more or less like the same thing. Okay, let's quickly create this one. Okay, look at what we are going to do. We are going to be clever here. We are going to copy and paste this, take it to here. We want this auto layout, but the children we don't want. Double click. I don't want this child. I'm just going to leave this one just to preserve the container. Then I'm going to take this child, duplicate it, and take it out of here and put it inside here. It looks like I can't get into this auto layout. I don't really mind much. I'm going to zoom in, and then I'm going to take this one, drag it inside this auto layout. As you can see, guys, it doesn't want to allow me. What do you do then? You press Control. Okay, as you can see now, it's starting to give me some option. As you can see, I don't want next to this diet. I want this one. I'm not sure. Is it? Yeah, let's try. Yes. Then let's delete the diet we don't want. And then let's go here, duplicate this, let's say 3 times. As you can see, guys, we have managed to create this in the quickest way I know how. Okay. And then what I want to do now, I think the padding, okay, of this auto layout, where is it? Which is 3. Let's make it 5. Okay. Let's make it 5. As you can see, guys, and then let's change the fill. Okay, let's change the fill. So these are the techniques, these are the things, this is how you are supposed to think as a designer. Okay, think about shortcuts. How can you make your life easier so that it can be easier to update things and okay. Stroke, zoom in. Okay, let's see. As you can see, guys, we're getting there. Okay, at first I thought this was some sort of a morphic. There was transparency here. I don't know why. Okay, maybe it's because of this color. Okay, this is more like strong, this is more like light. So with us, we have a darker background, so it's not easy to achieve this. Okay, since this is copy and paste, guys, we will make this just copy and paste, and that's it. We change the color so that we can achieve this. Okay, but let's quickly change this color. Is that what I want? I think so. Yes. Okay, we don't have the stroke. What we can do, we can delete these guys because we don't really need them in a way because they are black. Okay, we want the gray one. 1 2 3 4. Okay, 1 2 3 4. Okay. um 1 2 3 4 5. Nope, we want 1 2 3 4. Okay, and then what else do I want? Let me just go here and take random icons. Let's see, I think the icons that we have, they are outlined. Okay, okay, so I might as well take outline here. I'll go back here. Okay, take this out of this frame. Okay, it looks like I only selected one thing. Double click. Okay, not really. Why? Let me click these ones. Control G. Okay, now it's out. Okay, check the size. I think it's 18. The height is 18. Let's check here. This one is 20. Let's lock the aspect ratio and put 18 here so that it can decrease in same size or something. Okay, without only decreasing the width and the height so that it can be skewed. We don't want that. So let's take this to here and then let's remove here. As you can see, guys, this is the importance of auto layout. And then what I'm going to do, don't I have okay, let's try and check for the user. Okay, let's check for user and a layout, an outline. Sorry, this is an outline. Okay, it looks like we are working with outlines. Go back here, paste it, do the same thing, change it to white, and then double click, take it out of here to here and delete this one. Okay, as you can see, guys, where is the frame that we have extracted here? Okay, remember we've took something out of the frame. Here is the frame. Let's delete it. And then let's just look for menu. Okay, in fact, we are looking for anything, any icon that might fit. Okay, excuse me. Let's take this one. Okay, let's take this one, guys. Copy. Okay, paste. Okay, make this white. And then let's take it out of this frame. And then let's put it in here. And then let's delete this one. Double click, and then we are done. Where is that frame? And then delete the frame. Okay, as you can see, guys. Okay, let's make sure that this is centered. Okay, in this frame. Okay, now what we want to do, let's do it like this. Let's take this one and this one. Let's shift A. Okay, I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this gap. Let's control it, and then let's duplicate this. Control D, as you can see, because of the auto layout. And now what we want to do, let me undo this. Let's take this square bracket right so that this can be at the top, and then duplicate this. This is behind that. The only thing that we want here is to just change the color to this color. Okay, as you can see now, that's that morphic or class, that's class effect, it's showing here. Okay, as you can see. What else do I want? What else do I want? As much as it's there, foreground and the background is competing. This object and this one, they are competing for attention. Okay, okay, so what I will like to do is, for me, let me do this. Let's create what can I say? Let me show you what I want to create. Okay, I have ran out of English. Okay, sometimes my English runs out. Okay, but the actions will communicate exactly what I'm trying to do. Okay, I I hope even now you can see what I'm trying to do. You can see. And then I need to, okay, I need to take this down, make sure that this is on top. Okay, right square bracket, take my radius again, and then it looks grayish. I don't know why. That's not my intention. I want it to be black, so maybe this is what I have to do. Okay, this is gray and it's 0, but it's gray. Maybe if I want to make it dark, yes, okay. So as much as it's 0, but it must be 0 from dark. Okay, I see. So this is what I want to do so that I can separate the background and the foreground. As you can see, my object ends here. So let me move this up a little bit. So this works for me because now I have just elevated what? I have elevated the navigation menu at the bottom. And also for me, let me change its own color to a little bit brighter color, okay? Just to give it, what can I say? And also, can it be transparent a little bit? Okay, I'm not sure if this will work, but I want it to be a little bit brighter, okay? So that it can grab their attention, okay? Okay, at least it's now it's like showing, it's visible. What else can I do? Let's make the active one. As you can see, the active color is not popping, okay? So for me, let's use this as an active color. But why this is not changing? What have I clicked? Double click. Okay, I don't want this. I think this is the color that I want. Okay, for me this works. And then let's make this black. This black. Okay, for me this is popping. Okay, this is a popping. This one it's a little bit flat. Okay guys, as you can see, we are done with this layout. One other thing that I really need to make changes, there might be a space between these guys. Check the importance of auto layout. Okay, move this up a little bit, make sure that it's centered. Okay, make sure that this guy is centered, just click center. Okay, okay, let's center this guy and this one and this one. Okay, okay, everything has been centered. I'm happy with that. And then this one, um does this overlaps? It doesn't. It looks like these ones are aligning. Okay, cool. How are we going to do this? Okay, so let's see how these guys are. Okay, as you can see, these guys, they don't follow the container. Okay, and I don't like that. So let's change this um this number, okay, to auto. That means auto, it means you must be pushed to the edges. Okay, let's go here and let's go here. So what I'm going to do for now, I like this gap. Okay, it's not too much. I'm going to change these guys, okay, the size of these guys to this one. In fact, is it the size or the yellow cut? Let's see. Okay, there's a lot of things going on there. Undo. Okay, looks like there's a lot of things going on underneath. So let's change the actual size. Or, okay, let's change the actual size. Why? There's a lot of things that I don't understand. Let me click undo, 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 undo. Okay, let's see. There's a lot of things that I don't understand here. Okay, didn't I? Why this gap and this one looks like it's not? Okay, there's something that I'm not happy with here. Okay, there's something that I'm not happy with here. Let me double click on this component, this one. Double click here, double click here. It looks like in this component, in this group, where is it? Let me, yes, looks like there is another component here. As you can see, here is it. Okay, maybe I did copy and paste and, okay, there's just a mistake, okay, that I did. And okay, then how can I delete? Yes, double click, double click, double click, double click. Okay, I want this component, but I cannot highlight it. Okay, it looks like I can highlight its own children, but not the actual component. Let me move this. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I have to be clever now, okay? Let me do it like this. Okay, let me copy this as it is. Take it out. Okay, as you can see. Take this one out. Okay, I don't really need this. Now I'm trying to make the simplest thing, okay, that I can. Okay, don't even need this. So if I can duplicate this and then Shift A, okay, and then what is the gap? The gap is 19. Okay, the gap is 19. And then I'm going to double click on this one, change this. Okay, happy with that. Then I'm happy with this. And then duplicate this one and then double click here, change this color to this one. This is what I wanted. Okay, I'm really not sure what might have happened somewhere in between. Then I'm going to delete this one, even this one. Then I'm going to take this guy here. Happy with that. What else can I do here? I think meanwhile I'm here, I can double click on this yellow guy. Can't I expand? Yeah, I can expand it, but obviously, as you can see, it affects a lot of things. Okay, my apologies about that. Let's take this frame. All right, and then what I want to do here, I want this guy to be topmost. Okay, I like that. And then what else do I want to do? Let me take this guy to be behind square bracket left. And then let me put it back here. Okay, this is what I wanted. Okay, and then I want this guy and this one to be centered. Okay, the center of each other. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, I'm happy with that. And then let's center these guys. Okay, remember we said these guys, they've got okay, let me click on this. They've got this. Okay, we want this to be auto, and then let's center it. I'm happy with this. And then I want to take these guys. Let me press K. What's the width of this? The width of this is 304. Let's make this 304. The width of this, let's make it 304, even though it's gonna be bigger. Not really. Let me press Shift. This is what I wanted. Okay, as you can see. Okay, this is bigger. It almost aligns here. Let's see. And then in terms of the size, now our cards are a bit big. They are clumsy, as you can see. So guys, for now, let's just settle for this size. Okay, let's just settle for this size for now. Okay, as you can see, maybe we might have made a mistake on the actual design. We should have considered this before. Okay, as you can see, guys, now these cards, when they are bigger than this, it's clumsy. This one, this guy doesn't exist. We don't even want him here. Okay, I'm happy with this. And then what else? These guys and these ones, they could be on a layout. These two, I'm sure. These two. Shift A, they can be on auto layout. Press V so that I can center everything. I'm happy with that. They must be also centered in a page. These two and this one, they must be on an auto layout. Make sure they are centered. They are centered on a page, and then we can make some adjustments. Okay, and then move this up a little bit. Okay, and then let's take these guys and these ones, Shift A, and then auto layout to make sure everything is centered and they are centered on a page. Okay. Obviously there are some changes that were made here. I don't know what happened, but this is something that we can fix. Okay. This is something that we can fix, as you can see. Okay, this is something we can fix. All right, and then if I click all of these and lift this up a little bit. Okay. Okay, I'm happy with this. Okay, as you can see, guys, let me just delete these. I have reached the end. Okay, I have reached the end. I hope you have learned a lot of things here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do a, what can I say, a mock-up like this one. Okay, we're going to do exactly this. Okay, before, don't forget, guys, I've got coded design. Come here and please subscribe if you can, and also search Matthew Singati. This is my course. Okay, you can learn a lot from this course. If you want the source code, if you want the design, the Figma file, please check the link in the description below to my Substack newsletter, and then you can subscribe there. You will get an email automatically with all my Figma files. Okay, then looks like we are done. So what I want to do now, um I want to make a copy. As you can see, guys, I've got a habit of duplicating things. Okay, maybe I'm from an era where I'm used to desktop application where I know a lot can go wrong. Okay, a lot can go wrong. The computers crash and all those things. Remember, I'm coming from an era where we were using Windows XP. Okay, I haven't used Windows DOS or DOS. Okay, I didn't use that one. Those command line and command prompts, but I have used XP. Okay, so now let's go back here. Let's make this 0. I'm happy with that. And then what I want to do now, let's click on here, guys. Let's create a mockup. Let me click on here and let me come here. Let me type on the plugin. Let me type Clay. Okay. I forgot the full name, but it starts with Clay Mockup 3D. I think it's this one. Okay. This is the one that has been working for me so far, and I have been using it. Okay. I have been using this. Okay, let's wait. As you can see, guys, okay, everything works well. Okay, we didn't give a breathing room for this notch here, okay, or for the speaker, as you can see. So our artwork, it's like far up, okay, like it's too much there on the top. So let's double click here, guys. Let's move this, sorry, it's a little bit, and then take this down. Nope. Okay, I want to move the whole card down. Okay, I want to move the whole card down to allow for that. Okay, go back here, double click. I think if I can right click and go to plugin, this will be here. Let's see how it looks. I'm happy with this. Okay, I'm happy with this. Now, as you can see, guys, we can make some adjustments here. Okay, we can make some adjustments here. This is very cool, guys. Check here. Okay, check here, guys. Okay, nice. Okay, so now let's make this one something like this. Okay, obviously you can come here and adjust, maybe change the phone casing. And guys, I trust that you can make these changes here. I'm just showing you how we do this or something. Okay, behind the scenes sometimes it's easy. Okay, and that's it. Okay, what else? Let me just save it like that. Also, you can, if you've got a desktop, want to make a desktop mockup, you can also click here, and then you can have a mockup on your website. Okay, so let's just make some minor changes here, something like this, so that at least it can be visible. Okay, I'm happy with this, guys. Okay, let's click save and see. Check here, guys. Okay, we have created our own. Okay, check here, guys, we have created our own. Okay, we have created our own mockup. Okay, as you can see, we've created our mockup. Okay, so as a bonus, okay, as a bonus here at Coded Design, let me just show you how I design my thumbnails. Okay, let me create a frame, and then the frame, I'm going to give it a width of 1920 1920 by 1080. 1920 by 1080. This is a bonus, guys. Okay, 1920 by 10. I just want to show you 1080. I just want to show you how I use these. Okay, how I use these. So as you can see, our theme is black, but I also want that shade. Okay, this gradient. Okay, that gradient from here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to right click and copy. Okay, I'm going to copy properties. Okay, I'm assuming that I'm copying that color, okay, that background color, and I'm going to paste properties. Okay, as you can see, guys, okay, it's not like 100% black. I like this. I'm going to take this to here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, let me first crop this. Okay, let me first crop this. Okay, and then I'm going to press K. Okay, I'm going to press K. Okay, make this big like this. Okay, I'm hoping you are going to be attracted to this. Okay, okay, you are going to be attracted to this. And what else do I want to do? Let me copy this one. Let's take it here and see what we can do with it. Okay, okay, let's see. So now I'm showing you plus minus the details. Okay, showing you the details. Okay, what else do I want to do? Okay, am I going to write something? Or okay, because sometimes the what can I say, the picture like represents everything, or it says it all. Okay, sometimes when you use the image, okay, like the image, it communicates the whole idea. So let me press K and make this a little bit smaller. Okay, let me make this smaller. Okay, I'm happy with this. Let me move this up a little bit. Okay, let's see. um this is not the, let's say, the best of the best thumbnail, let's say, obviously, okay, because we are all learning, guys, but I think this works in terms of communicating the idea. Okay, I don't think I've given this much exposure. Okay, I don't think I've given this much exposure, this one. Okay, as you can see. Okay, I'm happy with this. Okay, let's click this one, Control G, and make sure that this is centered. Okay, this is centered. Let's take it down. No, no, let's not take it down a little bit, because if we take it down, that means this gap will, it will close this gap. I am happy with this, guys. Okay, I am happy with this. I'm hoping when you are searching for Figma and you look at this bright, nice user interface, you might be interested and click it. If you got here because you saw this nice interface and you wanted to learn more about it, please just shoot a comment below. I am Matthew Msingati. I'm a designer and a developer from South Africa. If you might want to contact me and you want me to teach you something, just check here, guys, and click on the discovery call. I am going to answer all of your questions in 1 hour. You will decide. Some student here, they don't really want 10 hours, so we've got some different plans. We can work out something different, because maybe you only want a specific thing and it's very simple. We can always make some adjustment. Okay, obviously, guys, don't forget we've got the Udemy, and don't forget coded design. If you might want me to code this, please let me know. I will do a video like immediately and post it here on coded design. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this. Okay, can we take this further? Okay, let me just show you how to view this. Okay, it's not like a prototype, but I'm going to show you how to view it. Okay, this is prototyping, but I'm not going to get into it. Check here. Okay, you just click on that play button and you will view some sort of a final version. Okay, final version of how it's going to look like. As you can see, guys, Figma decided to put this in a frame. Okay, I think this was my bonus, guys. I have to let me leave you. I hope you've learned something. I hope you're going to get those UI UX jobs this year. Thank you so much. See you on the next one.